So Hansi Flick has taken over Barcelona after a crappy stint in charge of Germany. As he's going from World Cup failure to a team in failure, Barcelona that don't have much money, but still, Flick's made the choice, and here he is signing up. Yes, that doesn't look like him. Please just allow it. As the Germans going to revamp the squad and hopefully take them to Champions League glory. As yes, people, I'm very excited about this one. We've got that team to rebuild, and we are going to get rid of the loanies. As we're acting like this is, of course, the next season on the board. So as I release players and, of course, call some back, I'm going to tell you the rules because there's quite a few right here. The first one is we've got to play Hansi Flick's Bayern formation. The internet says it was a 4-2-3-1 hybrid, so we're going to go with that, and we've got to go tiki-taka. That's the way of Barcelona, as there's a new way in town because we've got to sell 5 players, not just to make money, but Kick's gonna flick out some big name players to rebuild his style and bring his own players in. As we've also got to sign 3 ex-players. Now, before the rule was only ex-players, but that's a little bit difficult, so it's only 3 of them. As the ultimate aim is to win the Champions League, but I also want to try and break Flick's record. As before we get cooking, yes, of course, we're in the top division. This is no relegation build. If you haven't seen them, they're on the channel. But this man right here at Bayern Munich won 7 major trophies, so that's what we're going to try and do. If we can, of course. That's not a strict objective, as I've been strict with the budget, and I'm going to get stricter with this team. As we've only got 36 million. I think that's a bit more realistic for Barcelona. Maybe gets us 1 player through the door. Making the challenge difficult as we're going to go tiki-taka. You knew this formation was of course going to happen. Formation? No. This is the formation. This is the team I also want to go with. It looks pretty decent, but there is a catch. You can see some aging players like Robert Lewandowski, who he has coached before, I believe, who might not do it this season, so I'm going to flick to the youngest. We've got Charbassi, Fort, Gui I'm going to release, as he's actually at Chelsea. And we've got Pablo Gavi, Victor Roque. Maybe loan season 1. As here's my loan list. There is a lot of players on it, but also transfer list of players when I get to the top. Gundogan, Alonso, Romeu, Martinez, Christensen. They're the 5 first teamers I'd ideally like to sell, because we need 5 out the door, but it might not be just them 5. Rafinha, a good bid from Manchester City. And that's the first sale. Yes, Rafinha's out the door, so it's not the player wanted rid of, but we do have a replacement. And he's already at the club. It is Ansu Fati. Gonna try and make him a right mid. As look at that bid as well. I've rejected it already, but Real Madrid wanted to loan him. Not bothered about that, but I'm bothered about Christensen, as that's 2 of the 5 players out in season 1. This could be a very quick save if Flick just keeps this up. Rebuilding Barcelona as Alonso out the door. That is 3. Only 2 more this year. And we're done. But one thing I actually didn't really realize. Christensen, we just sold to Madrid. Hopefully doesn't come back to hurt, as I've been very busy with loans. Not in fact bringing players in, but of course getting them out for a year. As speaking of signings, I've gone ahead and signed a lot of coaches, but making them ourselves? I'm actually not too sure, as we've got Ansu Fati right here, who will be a right midfielder. And this is what I am planning. Rocking this, you can see. It's a very good squad with a bit of youth on the bench mixed with experience. And I'm willing to try it. I am training Pedri as a cam, and let's see if he can take us to immediate glory. As before we find out how that man has done, there is an aim on this channel. A new aim, should I say. As we're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers before the start of the new year. That is a big milestone, but you guys are the best. And a like on the video also helps the channel a lot, so I would greatly appreciate it. And you guys who are already subscribed, you are amazing. As Pedri, oh, An amazing attacking midfielder. 91 rated already into the team as we've lost Roberto and Fati not doing well. Or has he just not played? Because his rating's gone up as Ter Stegen and Lewandowski. They're two of our highest rated. But I'm not a big fan of it because they are getting old and Lewandowski the top scorer. We need to replace him soon? I'd probably say yes, as it's third in La Liga. Real Madrid in fifth. How have we not done better? The rivals drop out of the race and Atleti win it. So, yep, very disappointing, especially from our team. With the players we also had as, hey, that's a trophy, the Super Copa. That is one of hopefully 7, because we are aiming for 7 as the Copa de España. That is also 1. So it is a domestic double. And didn't show you the UCL as we finished top of Group H to then go into the next round. Oh my days. And get beaten by Bayern. Flick's ex-team. That is not going to go down well, but what can you do? Well, I'll actually tell you one thing. We can sign some players with 113 million. That should be enough euros to go and fix this squad. As I am thinking right back first, we do need to still sell 2 players, and that's becoming an issue. Because the ratings are getting better, and I don't want to sell a player like Pedri, Araujo, even Frankie de Jong. As how's the loan boys done? I know 2 are already on loan, then we've got Giard, Torre, not very good at all. Or not Barca quality, as yeah, pretty disappointing. Anyway, Firmin though, he could maybe get onto the bench. Ahead of Casado, who we know a lot about. If you haven't seen the second channel, the description and the cards above. Anyway, we're not messing with the youngsters. Well, we are, but we're messing with signings as well as those. As the first one, Pavard. For 36 million, he's affordable because you've got to remember, we don't have much money and we don't have a right back. So we're going to try and get him in. But one thing that's just happened, Frankie de Jong has left Barcelona. We've got to accept some offers, and it was 121 million. I couldn't pass up on him, but we've lost a very good player. But hey, it is a player out the club, and we're bringing one in. So our first ex-Flick player is Benjamin Pavard. Well, I thought he'd be my right back, but I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to make Jules Koundé the right back. I never realised this man was here. What an idiot I am. I didn't realise one of our best players, but now we can swap this around, get Pavard on that side, and we've developed a French connection. But we do need to get some more players. Do we replace Lewandowski? Or do we just go midfield again? I think we go midfield, as we've got to get this man in. One of Flick's most trusted, Joshua Kimmich. We definitely need this man because we've just lost Gundogan, and this marks the stage where we've completed one objective or rule. Of course, we had to get rid of 5 first-teamers. That is 5 all out the club. And some serious names in there. But we've replaced very well, as here is Kimmich in the Spotify kit. Absolutely loving it. As speaking of the kit, I've actually got the Barcelona kit on, but it's a different one, the Stone Roses edition, which I got on Soccer Deal Shop. Link in the description. Use the code on screen to get a further discount. As could this man have actually been our new right back? Well, he could, but of course he's going to replace de Jong, as now the only worry is the striker position. We've only got a 35-year-old Robert Lewandowski, but instead of signing new, I'm actually going to recall this man. I didn't realise I put him out for 2 years. Victor Roque, the 19-year-old, back amongst the substitutes, as I did loan Firmin out, so if you're wondering where he went, I believe it was Elche? I don't even know. I just want him playing first team as the rebuild's underway and we've got the Champions League again. As I've just seen what's happened this season, and wow, let me tell you, I did not expect it, as the ratings in the team, excellent. Come on, I mean, Fati's took his chance now. 83 rated, and I'm so glad to have him on the wing. We've lost a few players. And of course, we're in Spain, which equals pain with release clauses in the team. Victor Roque has left us. I really wanted to use him. And Alejandro Balde, but a left-back option under Flick. We could sign another player there. Also, Martinez betraying to go to Real Madrid, who finished second as we finish top. La Liga win, and that is our 3rd trophy in the cabinet, as hey, as well, we did it with 1 defeat. This Barcelona rebuild is doing very well for us, but we don't win the Supercopa. Interesting finalists. And the Copa de España, not very interesting right there. It is the rivals Real winning it. Very ashamed in that one, but the one I'm not ashamed of. Look at this graphic. It is a win in the Champions League over Bayern Munich, who beat us last year. So yes, a Champions League one, and it's a really bittersweet feeling because it couldn't complete our objectives, as this was our journey. We won the group, and then, of course, we beat Leverkusen, PSG, and also Atletico to get that trophy in the bag. But I honestly wasn't expecting it. Now, Pedri's almost out of contract. I'm definitely going to sign that back up. Give him a high release clause, and, of course, Ter Stegen going up. Lewandowski, though, maybe a striker needed as well as left back. As top scorer for us this season actually wasn't Lewandowski, it was Pedri with 27, as he's a world-class player. So yes, could have completed the save if we had just signed another ex-player. That's what we've got to do this season, but which ex-player are we going to get? Striker's definitely an option, and left back is an option, because Valle, come on. You're definitely not going to cut it. As I mean, we do have this man, Serginho Dest, but he's definitely a bench option if you want to win the UCL again, which we've definitely got to do. As 110 million, it's not the most for winning the Champions League, but this is Barcelona, and we are strict for money, as I know I've not used the academy this save because of the signing rule, really, which we're going to get on with, as you've probably already worked it out. But I am going for this man. He's arrived at the Gunners, but he's going to, of course, be leaving them. Alphonso Davies for only 77 million. They didn't give him a long contract, and I'm going to steal it from him, as here's his Arsenal contract, and I am ripping it up. As welcome to Barcelona, completing the Flick dynasty, or trio shall we call it, as here's Fonzie boy. 103 million it cost. Yep, we didn't get him for cheap, which is rather concerning, and probably the reason Barca's in money troubles, as 557k. Not good at all, as our team does look complete. I mean, we still haven't got a backup striker. Do we need to sell a player in order to get one in? Because not everyone's signed up. We've got Chabasi running out of contract. I actually tried to sign him up to one, but the dealings were too bad, as I think my idea is going to be to recall Romeo, but we can't even afford that. Okay, new plan. As will anybody actually leave? Right, Clement Lenglet gives us a little bit of leeway. I think he's only sold for, what, 10 million? Or 6.2. Great. Not much at all, so we've got to try and do something very, very miraculous. And that money from Lenglet, just not enough for anyone good. So our backup striker at Barca is going to be Vinicius. Unbelievable that we've done this. We've basically signed Victor Roque back, but 10 years older and 10 times worse, as he's going on our bench for our Champions League campaign, where Barcelona here look to go back to back. I can't believe what's going on. You can see the graphics in the background. Now, we can win the Champions League this season. Get in. But who are our finalists? It's going to be Madrid. Now, this is brilliant. You can see the journey we've had. We beat Benfica. We beat Dortmund as well. And also RB Leipzig, topping our group as expected. But the real question is, have we won everything else to beat Flick's Bayern record? Remember, we won over 7 trophies overall, as we won the league again with only 1 defeat. Flick may go down here as the best Barcelona manager ever, but in the Supercopa, he doesn't win niche. Hopefully the Copa? No. Almeria? They got relegated this season. They'd like 3 wins overall. They were terrible, but hey, despite not getting all the trophies, we are not, and this team will be in the UCL final. The only question I have, though, is why has Ronald Araujo not played, and who was our top scorer? Lewandowski's back. Can he kill it when it matters? It will be back-to-back Champions Leagues. Araujo into Davies. I can't believe the players we've got. Of course, we took some money away, but we did sell a lot of good players. We've got Kimmich in the middle. Ansu Fati's been arrived. As that is Koundé down the right. Can he look for anyone in the middle? Milos Kerkez. Come on. We've got to beat a team with him in it. As Real Madrid can't have beaten us twice because we only lost one game all season. But Lataza, Vini Jr., we need to try and stop him. I believe this is a penalty. What a disgraceful tackle. Koundé is going to get a talking to and a yellow. At least it's not 10 men. But this could be a very bad start if Ter Stegen doesn't save it. No saving that one. 1-0 Madrid. Not the start we wanted, but we're still going to fight on as Joshua Kimmich tried to find his ex-Bayern teammate Lewandowski, but still they've got the ball. Sudakov, the youngsters. Real Madrid scouts, I've got to give them their props, but also our scouts because we're doing good. Not in this game, it seems. A shot. Sudakov. Pavard's handballed it. As let's have a replay of this one. He does stop the ball. You can't see it very clearly. And it's going to be Vini Jr. I'm going to think he's going the same way. And he sends us the wrong way. 2-0 Real Madrid. And this task got a lot worse. As for a team that only got beat once in a league season, it's doing very badly in this game. Still, Ansu Fati, get an equaliser. Come on. Straight away, Ansu running inside and trying to run outside. As now he's going to go outside into Gavi and Jefferson Koundé. Or Jules Koundé, isn't it? I always get his first name wrong. As let's cross that to Courtois in net. You're never going to get past him. Needing 2 goals and facing that tall man. It's already half-time as well. This is not looking good, brev. Back-to-back UCLs just not looking on the cards as Koundé, referee, he's absolutely been murdered. And he's only gone and got an injury. The referee in this game needs a bit of investigation because I don't like what's gone on there. Dest to come on, and I'm actually glad it wasn't Lewandowski. Not only because he's very old, because our replacement is Vinicius. And I'm not talking the Vinicius who scored 2 goals in this game and actually could get 3 with the amount of defenders we've got back from this attack right here. Ball into Kerkez on the overlap and Lataza, it's wide, but still, that's better than any of our chances. It has to happen now as Pedri with the overlap. It's Gavi. Come on. If we could get that pass in the middle, it is Lewandowski through on goal. It's not going to be our day. As the ball swung into the box and Bellingham hits the bar late on. Rodrigo hits the post. Sudakov gets a miss in. It's still all over the place. And the final whistle is blown. The Madristas go and win it. And you can see our players heartbroken. The first time we've lost a final in a while on this channel. And we've got to aspire to be there. Nacho the leaving Madrista. As speaking of leaving, no Lewandowski next season. So this season's going to be hard. Look who our striker is. It's Pablo Torre, who obviously isn't a striker. I can't believe it, man. We hit every single objective as we've got 112 million to spend this year. And spend we shall. But another thing I've got to touch upon. Not only did Lewandowski leave, also Vinicius, leaving us 0 strikers at all. And the best one we could probably make is Kimmich up front. It still takes 260 weeks. So yes, a lot to do. And plus loads of contracts running out. So we either have to sign these up or sign a whole brand new team. As I'm opting to sign them all up. The only players that won't sign up are these you see on screen. Actually quite a lot of youngsters. Plus Garcia and Morero, as we probably want to sell them because 52 million isn't enough for a striker. So what we're going to do to fix that is sell Serginho Dest, our backup, decent fullback, but he gives us 55.4 million. He's going to Bayern Munich. Hansi Flick has given the lowdown as we need to spend now. As the striker I want to sign, maybe linked a little bit with Real Madrid, but Victor Boniface, a very big presence, and hopefully works better for us than, of course, Lewandowski did in that embarrassing finale as he's coming through the doors for 89.8 million, leaving us only about 20 million. As have we got another striker in the team? I actually wonder. Yes, I looked at Kimmich, but could this man be a striker? I mean, a centre forward in Stanis? He could be our backup option, or even Ansu Fati, but still, that's a long time to train as one, so I'm going to trust Boniface to be our sole man, as it's only 18 million left, and yes, that could get another striker. There's no free agents available, or none that are Barca quality, so I'm gonna be lining up like this. It's a very decent team in its own right still, and of course, when we sell Dest, we go and get Koundé injured. He's out for 5 months. He's already gone down a rating, but still, we've got Araujo. And we've just got to hope that that injury lightens up. We can go ahead and win domestic trophies, but also the Champions League, where we aim for 3 finals. And I definitely look forward to seeing if we can do that challenge. As let's see what we did in the league. It's top spot again. Real Madrid in this save, apart from the obvious, last season, have been terrible in the league at least. 4th. And Atleti 6th. We do like beating them in the league, as that's a trophy in the bag. And another trophy in the bag, 2 for 2 in Spain. As the Copa de España, no, it's Real that actually win that. So they've beaten us in 2 finals. There's only 1 final I care about. As has Hansi Flick, that's a tongue twister, gone 3 finales. He's gone unbeaten in the group, in fact, winning all 6 games. Boniface beating his old club and Flick beating his old club. It's a 4-3 over Bayern Munich. And Madrid still in it, yes. As then in the quarterfinals, we went ahead and beat Manchester City. A difficult challenge with Man United doing well, Liverpool, and Madrid again. As into the semi-finals, we beat Real Madrid 4-3 out of the way, as there's 2 rivalries going on there. But it will be Barcelona and Man United meeting in the Champions League finale, so it's 3 finals in a row. And this has happened before in the Europa. Not Europa League final, but was it last season or the season before? As I didn't get it on camera, but I switched Koundé to a right back. 89 rated. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. After he recovered from injury, I believe. It just took him up from his injury rating. And speaking of ratings on the whole, there is amazing players here. Pedri, 95. Ter Stegen, Araujo, Torres, Davies, Kimmich, 90. Absolutely phenomenal. As Ferran Torres, our top scorer. Now, could he have been our striker? I mean, he's our right mid for now. As our striker actually didn't get many goals. Victor Boniface only getting 5. But he's worked well with his wingers. I guess we've got to play wide, but of course our tactic is tiki-taka. Koundé, at least he's fresh from no injury and has had some game time. We've got to be better than the last game, as Boniface make a run, my friend. That's why we've not been scoring. Kimmich got his tackle blocked, or pass blocked, as that is not a very good tackle. But the referees let it play on. Still, Davies through the gap right there onto Ferran. And now into Gavi to strike. Chevalier for Man United in the goal instead of Onana. It's an improvement, as that looked a decent corner out to Ansu Fati, who blasts it over the top. Always rising, really, as now Saliba gets the ball through the middle. That's a nice little flick onto Xerxes. A tackle by Ansu Fati, though, who started this game off strongly and has scored a lot of goals as Boniface. I don't know how he's got the balance and the agility, but Koundé, if he could just get that across the box into Pedri to strike. Just got to keep it up, though, still, as Manchester United with a good chance. It is Gavi. Not a tall man with a decent flick on header away, and Pedri, Boniface over the top. He's only got 5 goals all season, and can he prove he's better than that? Yes, he can. Beautiful finish. It's the big man we brought from Leverkusen, celebrating with Pedri, and unlike last time in the final, we do take the lead. I know we lost last season with a whimper, as hang on, brilliant defending, and referee, oh, it's half time. I thought he'd actually get the foul right there. But as I was saying, I know we lost last season's Champions League final, but if we do win this, it's 3 finals and 2 wins. First one didn't complete the challenge, but this one would do it, because we've done every other objective. Ansu Fati from distance, really trying his luck, as Ansu again on the ball in the middle, and he's allowed a lot of space right here into Pedri. Good first touch, Pedri. Oh my days, William Saliba. What a defender, man. Partnered with Lindelof, though. I don't know about that one, Chief. As come on, pressure. Lindelof in the middle. Ansu Fati. That's absolutely brilliant. And now Ferran with a ball onto Boniface to kill the game off. And he does. 5 goals all season and 2 come in the final to turn his tally to 7. A beautiful ball through. It was Ferran Torres. I thought it was Pedri. And our number 9 scores to give us the Champions League. What an achievement, as we're not seeing the trophy lift. Instead, we're seeing the bus parade. It's only a double this year, but what a double it is. Look at the celebrations all around the bus. As if you do want to see another manager rebuild, comment down below. Coming to the end of FC24, I want to try and take on more suggestions, as if you want to see a random video, click here for one either side.